I'll just record it for a minute or two. Like, I'm not going to do it the whole time I record this.
Yeah.
I just think it'd be nice to get some like casual stuff.
Yeah. So how are you going to do it? I never make a plan. I never sit down and make a plan and say this is what I'm going to do. I just do it. And sometimes that's the best art is from just doing it. The great thing about art is there is no wrong answers. Gill White's in Selborne. Yeah, I ran there from the end of September to the end of November. I think most of the artwork was re-exhibited at the Cookie Bar. But yeah, they went very well and it was good to see the support actually. What I found is once you get a footing, once you do something, you will get the support. You know, people will be supportive of you. I talk about I do love making artwork, but I get a big joy from just seeing people look at the work. I make art to make people experience a thing. So I've always had a joy. The final piece up on show and stepping back and witnessing people experiencing the work. I always talked about hating that when you go into a traditional art gallery, on the floor you've got the line and you daren't cross the line. That's how you have to act in an art gallery, and I generally don't like that. I've kind of flirted with the idea of, instead of having a thing saying please do not touch the art or please do not cross the line, I actually want to make artwork which says please touch the art and cross this line. In inviting people into the art rather than restricting them. There was always talk about doing an exhibition before the pandemic, but when the pandemic started that forced me to reevaluate what I was doing, and I think really introduced all the ideas that ended up being key to the exhibition, of slowing down and looking closely. Yeah, having a lot of time and spending a lot of lockdown going for walks around my area. I think as a big fan of all sorts of technology, I'm always looking at how I can work technology into the art. I've been projecting trees. I always think it's almost like a canvas. You know, the traditional way of making art is you use paint on a canvas, whereas with projectors, anything can be a canvas. I was looking at it online and just doing a reverse Google, like a Google search on the image to see where it had appeared. And Google was fairly certain it was like colour pathway through your brain. I had surgery quite a long time ago now. I had a hemistrectomy. I think there's probably a little bit of the fact that we had discovered art so close to having it. I think it was always kind of connected. I think the brief that I was given me that I had to work with for GCSE was inside my head, which was, I think initially was, the examiner's idea was, let's do, dreams and such. Well, I was in a unique position of actually being very aware of what was inside my head. Yeah, because before the surgery I had a lot of scans. I ended up doing a self-portrait of that scan, which, confused the examiners quite a lot. I remember being at Stepping Stones, loving art, knew that art was what I wanted to do, but I mean, honestly, you know, at that time, couldn't have dreamed I, you know, would have went through whole of uni learning art. In fact, I can now proudly sit up and say I am an artist.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I wouldn't have believed that. In a way, art celebrates individuality, and in some ways skill doesn't matter too much. You learn by doing. I went through the entirety of my fine art degree without a sketchbook. You know, well, just don't use a sketchbook then.
Mm-hmm.
Use it, find your own way. I don't want to be known as that disabled artist, but I still use that themes in my work, and if that teaches someone, that's brilliant. I would say being disabled, you know, in some ways good for being an artist. I think disabled people can see things differently from everyone else, and art is about capturing those differences and bringing light. Every artist is different. That's why I make art, because I am the only one who can truly experience that and let people understand. Art welcomes disability because it's individual, unique perspectives, and that's where art thrives.